Hey fellow Factorians, Owners here with another episode of my first Megabase. Alright, last episode we started looking at some bottlenecks, and red circuits were a big problem and still are, and as we can see, one of the issues there is copper. And we can also see iron is struggling and plastic is struggling, and basically our base is just not set up for particularly anything much at all at the moment. So this episode and the next few episodes we are going to be trying to ramp up production of everything. And at the moment I am thinking this episode we will spend making a little outpost for iron plates. That's right, iron plates. So we will be doing some on-site smelting, and we will do that down here because, as we can see, we have three big patches of iron ore close together, so that is the perfect place for us to do some smelting. We will obviously mine the area and go down that path. And if you remember last time seeing down this map, you would have seen a lot of biters. I cleared that out off camera, and I did that with some laser defense, which we got in our new armor that we kitted ourselves out with last episode. And there's honestly no looking back after laser defense. It is pretty sweet. Alright, but let's think about doing this in a meaningful way. How about we put down our tracks? So let's get a rail. Let's get our rail straight, and we are going to see where it comes through. Alright, so let's just cut all of that, and whoa, not paste, not paste. Let's go back. Alright, there we go, rail straight, and pop it down. Alright, so I think we will take this rail honestly just straight down, and we'll feed the stacks into that, so that actually works out reasonably well. Now, one thing to note, we've been using sort of trains that have bidirectional. So pressing that. I'm just going to copy this whole thing now, so we don't use so many rail signals. Yes, as I was saying, we use bidirectional trains. So we've had a train at each end, and we've got one line coming in, and they use the same one to come out. That works fantastic for small volume things, but when we want to have multiple trains going, they actually just really struggle, because obviously you can't have one train coming in and then the other one coming in as well. It's got to wait till the first one is loaded, leaves, and then goes back to the main area. So we'll need to do something a little different for our trains coming down here, because we want to have multiple trains supplying our iron ore. Alright, so this is probably far enough down. We'll finish off this row, and we'll put a little bit of defensive fortification here. Let's get something like this. We'll put it just outside the path of the rails in case we want to pop those rails in at some point, but yeah, I reckon that'll be enough for now. Alright. Should we pop down a radar? Yeah, we sure should. We definitely should. Alright, so what we'll want to do is similar to what we've done up with the up here with the steel. We might as well, while we're here, just grab these guys. And there we go. Alright, so there is our... Let's just jump out of map mode. Alright, so there is our line, and now let's see how many lines we can get out of these two guys. Alright, as usual, what is going on with these? Nothing. Alright. Turn my RoboPort off. This is a really weird shape, this one. Let's see what we can get. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's cut that. Yeah, I reckon 5 is kind of it, isn't it? And those outside ones are going to struggle. Could just do another half a lane. We'll see what happens. Alright, so let's do that, and that wasn't right, was it? That, and that. Alright. Now with that, we'll pop in a couple more over here. Catch these little outside bits. Let's see, you got 30,000. Yeah, I'll put him in. 7,000 for you, sure. Let's just copy something like that and find out where it actually works. It is there. Alright. So you'll need a output there. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to move you to there. And we can realign that nicely. Alright. Now, don't tell me this whole thing is upside down. It sure is. Alright. Let's just get rid of it all then, shall we? Alright, turn the bots on, pick those up, and demolish that stuff. Great. Alright, well, let's go back to what we wanted. Alright, let's get those bottom bits of ore. Actually, I'm not happy with that. We want to line it up over that side. Alright, there we go. And I'm pretty happy with the arrangement now, so we don't need to turn the bots off. As long as I don't misclick somewhere. Or get stuck on the belts. Alright. So let's not have the bots do this, because a lot of this bit is not going to be required. Yes, like all of that. That one is... we will have to feed you with power elsewhere. Just like that. Alright, you don't have much, you don't have much. So that's not required. You have a little bit. Okay, you can stay. You can stay. That guy needs power there, and then we can control that. And obviously none of that. None of that is required. 4K, 7K, yeah, okay. Not bad patches. Alright, and again we will want to just quickly grab this bit up here, like so, and you. Alright. And I won't worry about doing fancy stuff with this one, we'll just go plop, plop, and have a light. Alright, so there we have, what have we got there? We have 120 miners. And it's 60 per belt, so that's 2 red belts, isn't it? Not too shabby. Let's finish that off. Alright, so while we're doing that, we can think about what we want to do over here. And I reckon it's kind of annoying, but I think we actually want to go vertical, and maybe we'll bring it off to the left over there, because that just seems like a perfect sort of 6. If we do that, and then that just seems almost too good, doesn't it? Alright, that's what we're going to do. So let's see how this turns out. I might turn this off just for now. Make sure those belts are going the right way. And let's get these last ones. Alright. So you can go there. That's not required. None of that is required. And that. Righty-o. Move that. That guy has 340. He is doing nothing. Let's get some of these because it's quite a little rich section there. And then we just got to figure out how we're actually going to bring all this into our... there we go. How we're going to bring all this into our smelting stacks. Alright. So let's have a little count of numbers of this one. This one has 194, so that is 3 red belts plus. Alright. So let's see if we can do some groups of 60 on these miners. Alright. What is that? That is 56, but we can't do that because... Okay, we need that. That is 42. So we will need another 18 here. Which is right there. 12, 14, 16, 18. Alright. Let's actually get in here so I can see again. Alright, that... Oh gosh. 18 goes to there. Alright. So if we cancel that one and make it go back the other way. Now, is that right? Is this the 18? No, that is 16. Alright, so I did it incorrectly. So that one does need to go back that way. Alright, so then we cancel out these ones, and these guys go the other way. Alright, so how many of these are there? There is 10, so we need another 50. And this row has 28, so that is 38. And that would be 64, but that's actually got those extra ones there. So is this actually working out perfectly? 50 plus 10, these 10 is 60, it is. So interestingly, these ones are... No, join one of these over here. We'll sort that out later. Exactly how that one's going to work. But I'm just going to get these guys here sorted first, and we will then need to hook this up at the back here, so these ones go that way. Once I get this done, it's obviously the same process for the other side, so we'll just have that happen off camera. Alright, so here we have, so these 3 are 1 red belt. Like that. That is 1 red belt. And then these 2 here, and that little bit at the back is another red belt. So let's do that and go across here like so. Alright. So there is 2 red belts for our pleasure. That is a poor choice of words. That is 2 red belts for our smelting. Alright, now I want to do smelting sideways, I think, because we'll be loading them over here. So this will be the output somewhere, I reckon. Give a bit of space so we can have a train station there. Let's put output here. Now, how do we want to arrange this? Do I want to do this and make it longer? Or do I want to do this and use extra steel poles? Let's just do that, shall we? Alright. And then over here, we need more. Okay, so that is the output. And we will then need another pole here. Okay, so inserters and inserters. And we are actually going that way with this arrangement. We'll have a light there, and we need our iron coming in, iron ore coming in. There we go. Alright. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that's 24. And then that is 48. Yes. Alright, where is this? The substations, because we have no red circuits. That's okay. Alright. Let's not worry about that. Let's let's turn our robot on and get this stack going. Might as well help the bots out while we're just standing here doing nothing. Alright, that's it guys, keep going. Alright. And beautiful. Alright, so you can go there. We'll have a splitter here to bring our one iron ore in. And that is our first column. And then our second column just goes right there. Alright. How big is my area? Yep, alright. So while you're doing that, let's think about how these guys are going to come down. This one can basically go down here. And, whoa. And we'll run him all the way across here. Yep. And likewise, this one can come down here. And we'll run him all the way along here. Except for that little bit. That little bit. Alright. And somewhere here we'll have a balancer, just because. Just to make sure those two lanes are balanced. And this will get us 2 more belts of iron. Alright. So you can go that away. Can't reach. Of course I can't reach. Never reach. And you go that away. Alright, look at these poor bots. Oh, look at those guys. Come back. Really want them going over there. But hey, looks like we got in range and it happened. Yep, that's it guys. Finish off that little area. And this will be our 2 lines of iron plate out. Excellent. Alright, let's get a big electric pole to power this all up. Hook you up to that one as well. And then let's just run this across here. Oh, and of course I got too far away, didn't I? Where is that alignment? There we go. Alright, so once this fires up, we should get mining going and all the goodies. Alright, let's pop down a radar while I remember. And then we need to think about defences, because we are in the middle of nowhere. So what I want to do is come over here and grab our little arrangement of that, with that wall and that one there. Perfect. Alright, so let's make sure that will fit. Why didn't I get the walls on that? We'll let those iron guys build up for now while I get this happening. Alright, we got pushed out of the way by a tree. Alright. There we go, okay. Let's recopy that and bring it across here. And our poor little bots struggling. Even with our new fusion reactor and batteries, you can see it's really chewing it up. So I think that's as far across as this needs to go, unless we want to bring it across a little bit further and try and cover off that other iron ore down here. If we can, yeah, we'll see if we can make it. What have I got? I don't know if I've got enough wall to be honest, but let's just see what happens. This will be our target now that we've actually started mining. Worries me that we actually don't have power here, of course. That's just asking for trouble. So let's quickly hook this up back up to our main power line, like so. I don't want to have it feeding through the miners for no real reason other than just doesn't seem like good practice. One of our miners areas we deconstruct for whatever reason. We don't want to lose all our defenses. All right, still got a heap of laser turrets, substations. We're still got a fair few of those, so we can keep going. All right. Yeah, I'm just looking on the mini map. I think this is probably the corner here. I reckon so. We can actually just check that in map mode by doing something like that. Yep, perfect. All right. I am going to feed that in like so, and then we'll just manually fix up that bit and that as well. All right. Obviously, corners always a tight spot, hot spot for fighters, so we'll do that. We'll want to roboport this as well, but that's probably something we can do off camera. Alright. Pretty happy with that. I feel like we should probably set up, let's have a look at our pollution cloud. We're actually okay for these other areas, so I'm just going to leave it there. I'll fix the rest of that up off camera. We'll bring that sort of down and then around. And what we're going to do over now is, I'm so far away, should have just jumped in the car from the get-go. What we're going to do now is try and set up a little train station really quickly to take this away. Alright, so this beautiful stone can just get lost. Thank you. Let's pick that car up. Alright, let's have a look at our train stations, because our this train station is actually like pretty solid. It's just only one way. So I will copy that, and we're going to plonk that down here, this way, of course. Let's have a bit of space, and like so. All right. Now, can we make a train going? I really want to mark this somehow. What can we use to mark this? Alright. Let's mark that there. And then see if we can actually make this go the other way. And actually line up. It's because they don't perfectly... Yeah, see, because they these don't go one square, they go two. So we are kind of stuck with the arrangement we had here. Which is alright, I guess. We'll figure it out. So trains are coming up into here. Now, what I want to do is have a bit of a parking garage. And how are we going to do that? We want trains to come in and loop in. Yes, that's how we'll do it. So, let's make let's make that. And then that needs to come up into a... So how much more have we got? That is it, isn't it? Left-hand drive. Yep. Oh, actually no, it's this one. It's coming in, so we can go a little bit further. And now let's see. Excuse me. How long is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 carriages. Perfect. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's actually, it ends here. Is that right? Let's just pop that down there and see if that is still enough. One engine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's 5. Okay. That is well and truly long enough. So what we want to do now is copy that and make, let's just say 3 of them. And of course we need chain signals here. And then with this one here, this one is going to go across, just across to there. Great. And then it will connect up to there. And we are out of rail. That is a little annoying, but we'll fix that up. All right, let's just plan this out first. There, there, and there. So, of course, this is... let's go back past all this and find our rail, double length rail thing. There we go. So that is going to there. Alright, so these are coming down. Alright, so we need to signal... Oh, this is really annoying with that rail. I'm going to go back and get some more rail, because I think that is worth the time. Alright, let's fuel you up and get me back over here. And of course my train is still there for some reason. That's the train I should be taking. That's the one with the rocket fuel in it. And do we not have rail signals? We've got a heap of rail signals. We must have just blasted past that. Alright. Let's pick you up. See if we can get all the goodies from our logistics bots once we get in range. Look at them go. Hey guys. Feed me. Feed me the goodies. Here we go. Wonderful. And what are we doing for rail? We've got... why have I only got 500 rail? That's probably the problem. 500 was never going to be enough for that outing. Should have gone with 1,000, but that's alright. Do I need any more of these? We've got 300 now. We'll let them be, I think. Alright. So let's head on back down and bye bye bots. Sorry to bother you. Should probably yeah, sort out the signaling there. That's actually a bit of a problem. But let's jump out. Alright, so we want a rail signal here, a chain signal, sorry. And then that will then feed into where it's supposed to go. We'll need a rail signal out. So we'll pop that there just so it makes it obvious where it's going. This needs a chain signal and a rail signal there. Let's get rid of that. That rail signal went in the wrong spot. Just remember, if you hover over here, you press, if it's connected in two spots, like this one is, you press R to switch between where they go. So we'll just pop it there. Alright, so that's segment, that's a segment. Alright, that is perfect. What is that light doing there? We'll go with that. Alright. Oh, because there is supposed to be a power pole there, isn't there? There we go. Alright. Beautiful. Now let's... So when they come in here, it'll go, okay, which one of these is free, and then we'll head into there. And then these ones will only be clear if that section in front is free. So if there's a train in the station, so let's go one more there and then break that. Alright, and then you just need to head on out. Beautiful, alright. And now on this out, of course, we also need to signal it. Chain, just so they don't block the path, and rail. Alright, wonderful. That one then becomes too short. Awesome. Alright, where are you going? Hey, adventurous. So that is it. Perfect. Alrighty, now we're going to get a couple more lanes of this going. So we'll have probably 4 smelters, one for each of these. But for now, obviously, we need to have something like that, just to fill this up. Oop, wrong way. There we go. Alright. And then you go to there. You are going up to there. You are going to there. And you are going all the way down to that one. Alright, so that'll get us filling those up. Excellent. Do we have these signaled up? Yes, we do. Wonderful. There's advantage of copying, so we'll let that build up, and then let's pop. Do we have the carriages? We only have 2 cargo wagons. Alright. Let's not build that here then. Alright. So let's call this iron plate loading. And let's jump on our little train here and head on back to get a unloading. Alright, we want to pop it in at the top up here. And okay, so no longer is this arrangement going to work. So we need to think about how we are going to deliver these iron plates into our bus in a way that is not going to make massive congestion. And maybe that's probably going to be a big issue, so I think we'll do that in next episode. We'll figure out a train depot. I think we'll want to use this whole area here as a bit of a depot, and then feeding into the various areas. So we'll leave that till next episode, and I think off camera I'm going to hook up this iron ore, get a couple more of these iron plate. We'll have just four iron plate smelters for now, and with that we will start slowly increasing our resources. And I wonder if we should just be hooking this all the way up there. Anyway, we'll figure something out. And next episode we'll come back and we'll put this massive train depot here, I think, and that will be quite an endeavor. That will definitely be the whole episode, just working that out. Alright, thanks for watching, and as always I would love to hear your thoughts, tips, comments down below, and see you next time.